Of all the days for it to happen, it has to be after I record my last video. It was all going so well. So after my last video, I filmed that all on a Sunday. It was a great day, really enjoyed it, feeling really good. The next day, on the Monday, woke up, day for work. Siobhan was up at the same time because she was on an early shift. So, you know, pleasantries, hi, love you, blah blah blah. And she goes off to work. I've sat down with my coffee. 10 minutes later, I get a phone call from Siobhan. The car won't move. Now this is her car. She's trying everything. It won't move. It's started and everything, but there's a warning coming up on the dash regarding the handbrake needs calibrated. Now, we've had this warning before, and we've got it sorted. So we reset it, and it still wouldn't do anything. So she's panicking, she needs to get down to work. So at that point, I just say to her, right, I'll be down in a minute. I get myself dressed, go down. Luckily, Ella's at her grand's, she stayed there overnight, so we don't have to worry about her in the morning. So, get in the car and go. Just get her down to work. Now, it's about a 45-minute round trip. Because she works down at the waterfront in Dundee, it takes a wee bit longer, but it wasn't major. So by the time I get back up the road, we're now looking at about 20 past 8, is that right? It must have been about that. No, by the time we get up the road, it's around about, must be about 10 past 7, quarter past 7. And I've got to get a shower and thing. I'm in a rush to get that all sorted, get myself showered, and get to work. Now that's the first issue of the day. Yes, that's right. The first. So after getting home, bit of a rush, showered, sorted, off I go to work. Now it was a big job, basically a double stair and living room in a Wilton, full prep, all that sort of thing. And we have a young lad, Jack, with us, who we're training up. So I get down to the store after rushing about, started getting the carpets out and unroll it. Now, I dealt with this customer briefly in the shop, so I knew what carpet they were looking at, and I'm pretty sure it's the carpet they were looking at that they picked. So in the process of unrolling this carpet, I'm a bit puzzled. That's not the carpet they picked. At least when they were speaking to me, it's not the carpet they picked. This one was grey. Pretty sure they picked a blue. Once Roger came down, spoke to him about it. He wasn't sure either, so we went up to the shop to check samples. And so what they'd done is we'd ordered the right carpet, they'd wrapped it all and it was all labelled correctly, as it should have been, but it was the wrong carpet in the wrapper. So obviously what we do is we wait for the carpets to come in, go right, that's labelled up right, that goes with their order, fine. We'll let them know it's here and we'll get everything arranged. So that, another ball ache of the day. So at that point, we've got Jack in for the extra day, Roger was going to be in the shop, and I was going to be fitting. It was just an absolute nightmare. It's just typical that it's the day after I say we're going positive, mentally and physically. You couldn't have written it. You really couldn't. But what I will say is that on the upside, the physical part, we're doing quite well. I've lost just over 2 kilograms in a week. I think that's not bad. Now that's not me doing any extra exercise. This is me just paying attention to what I'm eating. Like at lunch, I'm just having some fruit. Banana and an apple. That's doing me watching how much I eat in the evenings as well. And yeah, 2 kilograms. So I'm quite proud of myself for that. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm full, but what I've been doing is eating until I'm full, instead of just eating and then that's that. I have to keep going, so I'm trying to get out of that mentality, as well as just cutting down on portion sizes, which means my stomach will shrink a bit, and it will be full quicker, and with less food. That's my thoughts. Now, at the same time, there was a post put up by Valhalla Gym, which is a gym right next door to our unit where we store all our carpets. I got on with the owners, fellow D's actually, Dundee fans. Always a bonus. This is about a walk they were arranging. So I messaged, thought, we'll see. So I messaged asking if it was just for members or if anyone could tag along. Now Dexter was nice enough to say that it's mainly for members, but if you're interested, Andrew, come along. Still in the planning process, but thought, you know what, why not? It's a Munro. I've never done a Munro. I've never been one for all the walking, whereas this is an opportunity for, again, for me, step out of my comfort zone, get out and about with some fresh minds, fresh eyes, some new people, and again, it's a bit of improvement. It's exercise and a bit of fun. You've got to get a bit of a laugh. Now I looked at the route, 19 kilometres, which to some might not be a lot. To someone that hasn't really done much walking, it's going to be a fair trek. Obviously it's not all on the flat. Apparently it's about 6.5 hours for the walk. Plenty of stops and stuff, but I'm looking forward to it. I really am. On that note of doing something new, I've bought myself something again. It's nothing major. I actually bought myself a wee desk for editing. It's a folding desk. which I think was a good compromise for Siobhan, because we don't have a huge amount of space here. We're in a 3-bed flat, so we've got the 3 bedrooms, hallway, bathroom, living room, kitchen. That's it. Obviously all bedrooms are getting used, so a folding desk was a good option. It's a case of I can have it set up when I want it, but I can also put it away. But I like it. See? Everything I need. It's just going to be a bit more comfortable than it would be sitting on the sofa with one of these little lap tables, which is what I was using, and it was doing the job. But I'm probably going to be spending more time doing this, so it makes more sense to have somewhere I can actually do it. So this is a wee bit of a different vlog for me, purely from just an out. I could have just done it sitting when I did before, where I used to always do them, but I thought let's change it up a wee bit. So let me know what you think. You like it? Not as much B-roll in this one, but at the same time, I want to tell this story of let's start being all positive and physically and mentally, and then the world comes and kicks you in the stones. I tell you, Monday was tricky. But thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, hit the like button. When the world's decided to go against you, let me know in the comments. I'm sure there's worse out there than what I've just encountered, but at the same time, I think it was just the timing of it. Oh, and by the way, Siobhan's car got it fixed that day. It was a seized rear caliper. Got it fixed, so all is well now. No warnings, and the car works. Result.